Okay, I had to just do a little cut real quick. So I'm editing this last part of the video. I just had to cut the video into thirds because it was way too long. You know how I like to talk. But literally, as I'm editing, I get this. I'm still getting that Instagram post. I'm going to show it to you on my phone. Like, this is actually a picture, rather, not the actual phone, because I had to mark it up. I didn't want to put people on blast. But as I'm editing the video, there we go. I got this. I don't know if you can see it. It says, here we go. Hello, I work with blah blah restaurant group, specifically at blah blah. I show the chefs your work and they would love to have you come in and talk mushrooms. Would you be interested? Okay. Now this is again, this is just happening now. This happened at 9:59 Friday, March 2nd, which is this now. Okay. This restaurant group, I'm not it is like the hottest restaurant group, or one of them, the hottest in Baltimore. And how did they find me? Instagram, people. I'm not making this stuff up. Like, seriously, this could not have come at a better time. The proof is in the pudding right here. How did this chef find me? I found her. Actually, no. Did I even find her? No. It was other chefs. Again, I follow chefs. Chefs follow me. Restaurants start following me. I'm giving some love. They're giving some love back. And so this chef, again, it's like she's the Minnie Mouse. She's like, oh, all these other chefs like Mickey and Donald are working with this girl. We're the best. Like, we need to work with her too. That's how this happens. And again, it is from marketing yourself. Use Instagram, pictures, good pictures, showing, what we do, showing love. Can't make this up, guys. All right, so keep watching this video. When you have something sexy, call them. I literally say the word sexy. When I got those cinnamon caps, when I got my first, I'm like, and I was pumping it up before, when I started seeing that they were pinning and they were looking good, and I knew that the batch was going to be good. I was like, guys, like, I got something sexy coming up. It's called a cinnamon cap. Not sure if you've ever worked with it. And they're like, no, I never heard with it. It's coming up. I'm gonna hook you up when it comes in. It's gonna be great, and yeah, I'll put it in, on Instagram or whatever, get them ready. When I had all those shiitake, the 120 pounds of shiitake, before, as I'm harvesting, I'm like, chefs, it's shiitake week, and these are some amazing shiitake. And I literally put on there, you can check it out for yourself. I was like, these aren't some dried up shiitake like what you're used to getting, from your big box, Cisco or whatever. These are, these were made with love, okay? And so that the chefs know, a lot of them follow me. They're like, okay, we're going to be buying shiitake this week, and prep them ahead of time. So, because they're always doing their menus, for the following week, let them know, hey guys, it's going to be a lot of shiitake, this week, maybe not as many blues. Or guys, it's going to be nothing but blues next week. Or we're going to have mixed boxes, blues, kings, so we're going to have a variety. Let them know. Or if you're doing the same stuff, that's fine, but just let them know kind of what's going on. What else with that? That's another thing. So, you're going to have some chefs. You're going to have a handful of chefs that really make you the most money. Then you're going to have a lot of chefs that are your 1-pounders, right? Your 1, 2, 3-pounders. Those are fine. You need the 1 or 2. You need the the layups, right? But I want some 3-pointers up in here. You know what I'm saying? You want to take care of your 3-pointers. So what, if you do have something sexy, you need to call them up and say, hey guys, I just want to let you know, yeah, I've got blah, blah, blah coming up. I've got these beautiful kings are one of the things because, they're hard to grow. They're very temperamental with the cold, and my chefs love them. I had to throw out 2 batches back to back because it got too warm. It got like in the 70s and it just like wiped them out. So when I started seeing like, okay, it's cold, the forecast is cold, they should be coming out good. I'm like, yo, chef, my 3-point chef, Chef Mickey, I've got some kings coming up, and I just wanted to offer them to you before I put them on like the co-op. Like, did you want some? Or I can put it on the co-op, but I'm just letting you know I'm posting it like Sunday night at 5. Snatch them up. They love that because they're like, damn, I'm getting preferential treatment. And you should. They're your 3-pointers, right? And let the little layup guys, they can get what's left over. Actually getting and going to a restaurant. I'm really all over the place, and I apologize. So I've already talked about how to keep chef and all that, finding them on Instagram, finding the restaurants on Instagram, kind of getting into knowing their menus and their people and all of that. actually getting them, if you're not doing it through a co-op where they just see your listing, you got to walk in. You got to just go in. Do not do it on a Monday. Okay, let me back. Do not do it on a Friday, Saturday, Sunday, or Monday. Obviously, Friday through Sunday, that is their busiest time. Do not be bothering no chef then. Monday, they're usually off. That's their off day because they've just worked their butts off all weekend. It's generally they're not there. You could even call and just say, hey, when is Chef Mickey going to be there? Sometime if it's a really bad gatekeeper, then she might want to take a message or have you send an email. You don't want to mess with them. But generally, if they say like, oh, he's usually here Tuesdays, after 11 o'clock, great. You just show up. That's been for me. Everyone has a different thing. Just show up. But you got to show up with like your best mushrooms ever. Show up. You have your labels. Everything needs to be labeled, looking good. Actually, shoot, hang on. I'm going to show you a label. Okay, so I have a label maker. It's let me see if I can pull it. It's a Dymo. Let me see, where's the camera? It's a Dymo label writer 450 turbo. Just got it on Amazon. Actually, I think it is on my kit page, which I'll I always have a link to. So it makes these labels. Oh my god, I'm like worse. No, there. So I'll put Funky Fungi. That's my logo. Although it's funny, actually, I just changed my logo. I got a new one. I have typed what the type of mushroom it is, what the weight is, and then the restaurant that it's going to. So this was going to the food market. I printed extra labels. I wish it was in color, but I can't find a label maker with color. If you know of one, let me know, please. But yeah, and I put this on every single box. Now, I have the really good boxes. I have TR's boxes from Earth Angel Mushrooms. I love them. They are the best. So what I do is I put these labels on every single box. And especially when you're working with a walk-in cooler. Again, I sold 167 pounds of mushrooms last week. So you can divide that, my boxes fit 5 pounds. So 167 divided by 5, y'all do the math. It was a lot of damn boxes, all right? And it would have been really, really easy to jack them all up and be like, oh my god, that's for Mickey. No, that's for Minnie. Oh shit, that's really for Donald, okay? I have the labels, so I immediately know, yep, Mickey, Donald, whatever. So you can grab them and put them all always in the same spot, bottom right, top left, whatever. Very, very important to stay organized so that you're not selling someone's stuff. If you've got something in the cooler but it's not going to Mickey until Tuesday and today's Sunday, you gotta, anyways, y'all get the point. Okay, where's the last thing? The chicken. But shoot, I forgot about my chicken. Damn, I have to baste it. I think this is gonna be it. I'll come back and do a follow-up, if there's so much that I forgot. The chicken. Work with other farmers. Other farmers are a huge resource too. Again, on Instagram, we're all trying to grow our business. The restaurants, the chefs, the farmers. Hook up with all your local farmers. Follow them. You start liking their stuff. They'll see who you are. They'll like you, follow you. Then what you do is you do like a meetup. You'll be like, hey, chicken lady, Plow and Star Farms. We literally like met in a Starbucks parking lot. We didn't know each other. We both drove like 30 minutes to meet or whatever. I hooked her up with 10 pounds of shiitake, and she hooked me up with a whole bunch of like fresh, they were frozen, but fresh chicken and some bomb bacon, okay, like bomb bacon. And so we just had a swap, right? So what am I gonna do? I'm cooking this chicken. I'm like really cooking it nice. I'm supposed to be basting it so it's like nice and brown. As soon as I'm done, I'm gonna take a picture of it, put it on my Instagram, tag Plow and Stars Farm, and be like, this chicken is so good, it's juicy, whatever I'm gonna say. I'm gonna pump up Plow and Stars Farm. So all of my chefs are gonna see it. All of my restaurants are gonna see it. All my friends are gonna see it. Pump them up, and they love it. Then they're gonna repost it. It's the same type stuff. And then when they eat my shiitake, they're actually using the shiitake for their CSA. But they're gonna pump me up too. They're gonna repost and tag and all that jazz. So it's an authentic thing. So you'll see if you go to Instagram, you're gonna see in probably 45 minutes that I've posted that. Again, now that is not a mushroom picture, right? So I have to tie it back in because you see all these mushrooms and then all of a sudden you see a chicken. Although chicken is a farm animal and I have chickens, although I have laying chickens, not roasters, whatever, broilers. But yeah, you tie it back in. Love working with Plow and Stars Farm. You get it. Tie it all back. You know, it's all good. So, so these are most of the things. I have stuff on here like, yeah, if you do go to a chef, just pop up. Bring your best mushrooms. Bring a sales receipt in case they buy them. I've given away mushrooms, but honestly, my best restaurants, the ones that I was like, please take me, please take me, please take me. I show them, they're like, how much is it? And they're literally like pulling out their wallets. So after that, I stopped bringing sales receipts. I gave away mushrooms twice. And one of them I never heard from. The second one is actually my biggest customer now. But it took a while. It was like a month, and I didn't hear anything. I'm like, damn, 5 pounds of perfect kings. And I was like, that was a waste of money. They're my biggest customer now, my biggest consistent customer. So sometimes it works out, but yeah, most of the time they just will buy on the spot, and it's like great. So, but have a receipt because they need to keep this stuff for their records. And a receipt, you can do it through QuickBooks. You can do something as simple as doing it on a Word document, and just have your date, your logo there, or just your name or whatever. Say 5 pounds of blues, $10, $50. Thank you so much. Make the check payable to blah blah blah. So that's pretty much it. That's what I have written down. I'm trying to like look through notes. Um, yeah, I mean that's pretty much it. Obviously, leave some comments, questions. I might have to do a follow-up video. I don't know. This is like 30 minutes. I'm definitely gonna have to break the. Oh my God, 33 minutes. I'm breaking this up. So yeah, love you guys. I really hope that this is helpful. Helps you to get some more chefs, good chefs, and restaurants and farmers market that you want, and let me know how it works out for you. Take care, and I'll see you next time.